Morning, everybody. It's August 23rd, 2021, around 6:50 a.m. So today we're gonna start off with our end cap and our safe start pre-trip. So how we do it over here, we start with our safe start. So we start off with the safe start. We start with the seatbelt. My seatbelt is not cut or has no frays or is not damaged, and it properly latches and unlatches properly. Next up, we're talking about our seat. My seat is not. It does not have no cuts and it's not damaged and it's properly mounted to my frame. And my frame is not bent, broken, or cracked. And it's properly mounted to my floor. My floor. And it's properly mounted to the floor and it has no missing mounting bolts. My floor has no oil or debris and it's clean. Behind my pedals, I have no obstructions, no oil or debris. My pedals are 100% rubber. My gear is on neutral. My parking brakes are applied. We're gonna turn our vehicle on. Our warning lights and our ABS lights come on and they're gonna go off. They went off. It is safe to start your vehicle. All right. I'm gonna let it build some air because it's not full. Did you hear that little sneeze the truck just did? That's called the governor cutoff. The governor cutoff, when you hear the governor cutoff, that indicates that both your air tanks are full. Primary and secondary air tanks are full when you hear the governor cutoff. That little sneeze you just heard. Alright, so now, we're going to shut off our vehicle and we're going to put our vehicles in the on position, and we're going to start off with our brake leak test. All right, brake leak test. All right, so this is how you do it. It's at 120 psi. Both air tanks, primary and secondary, are both at 120 psi. And when I release my trailer, my tractor, and my trailer brakes, I'm gonna hold on to my service brakes slightly, not all the way, slightly. And I'm going to have an initial drop of maybe a 10 psi, so we may start our brake leak test at 110 psi. Alright, we had an initial drop of maybe 15 to 20 psi, so we're going to start our brake leak test at 110 psi. And I should not lose 4 psi. I should not lose 4 psi in 1 minute. Alright, the 1 minute is over, and I did not lose 4 psi under that 1 minute. So there are no brake leaks. There are no air leaks. All right. Next up is the low air warning test. At a 60 psi, my buzzer and alarm come on. So start fanning the brakes. At about 60 psi, my alarm and buzzer came on. So my alarms are working. Next, we're gonna test our spring brakes. Both my tractor and my trailer brakes are going to pop out between 40 and 20 psi. So start fanning the brakes. Alright, my spring brakes applied. Both my tractor and my trailer brakes are working. You could let go of the service brake because the parking brakes are applied. Alright, now that that's done, we're gonna turn our vehicle on turn it on so we could build up air for the primary and secondary. Now, while my primary and secondary are building up air, we're gonna conduct the in-cab inspection. Alright, so next up, we're gonna start off with a windshield. Our windshield is not cracked, damaged, or it has no illegal stickers. My wipers and my wiper fluids are working. My registration and inspection are up to date. My side windows are not cracked or damaged, and there are no illegal stickers. Now we work our way to the gauges. My engine oil gauge is between 150 and 200. Proper level, no warning lights. We have a water temperature, it's at 170. Proper level, no warning lights. We have an oil gauge, it's about 38 psi, no warning lights. We got an RPM, it's about 700. Proper level, no warning lights. We got an MPH, it's at 0 because the truck is not moving. Proper level, no warning lights. We have a volt gauge, it's at 16. Proper level, no warning lights. Fuel tank is at half a tank. Proper level, no warning lights. My primary and my secondary air tanks are building up air. Proper level, building up air, no warning lights. My steering wheel should not have no more than 10 inches of play to the left or to the right. My horn is working. My city horn is working. My left indicator is working. My right indicator is working. My four-way indicator is working. My headlights are working. My high beams are working. My defroster, top and bottom are working. My vents, top and bottom are working. My windows roll down and they roll back up. My windows have no crack and no damage, and they have no illegal stickers. We have 3 extra bulbs and 3 extra fuses. We have our registration and insurance up to date. We have a 9-piece first aid kit properly mounted. We have 3 red reflector triangles properly mounted. We have our fire extinguisher rated 10 BC, fully charged, properly mounted, and it has a safety pin on the lock position. We have a fire blanket. All right. Wasn't anything. All right. So now we're done with it. We're done with the inside part. Now we're going to test our 4 major brakes. Tractor brake 1, trailer brakes 2, trailer handbrake 3, and your service brake 4. All right. You just heard the governor call off. That indicates that both your primary and your secondary air tanks are full. So now we're gonna test our tractor brakes, and we're gonna put our gear on drive to test that the tractor brakes are working, and to make sure that the truck is not moving as well. Put your foot on the brake, service brake, release the tractor brake. Put your gear on drive. Give it a little bit of gas. Tractor brake is working. My truck did not move. Release, apply the tractor brake. And now you're gonna release your trailer brakes. We are gonna test our trailer brakes now. Release your trailer brakes. Put it on drive. Give it some gas. My trailer brake is working. My truck did not move. Release your trailer brakes. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna release both our parking brakes, tractor and trailer brakes. Release both of them because we're gonna test our third brake, which is the trailer handbrake. Release tractor and release trailer. Bring down your trailer handbrake. Sorry guys. Bring down your trailer handbrake, release tractor and trailer, throw your gear on drive, and give it some gas. My trailer hand is working. My trailer handbrake is working. You bring it back up. Now you test your final and your fourth brake, which is the service brake. You're gonna go at least 5 miles per hour, and you're gonna stop strongly. My service brake is working, and that completes my 4 brake check. And that completes my end cap and my 4-point brake check. And that completes my end cap and my service brakes and my brake test. All right. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. It wasn't the best video, but you know, we make it happen. We make a better one next time. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy it.